Bigger issue might be Jimmy Uso. Even though they came back out at the end of the show and they interfered in the main event and it looked okay, the bigger concern coming out of the tag team title match tonight is the left shoulder. I believe it's the left shoulder. Because he clearly injured his shoulder during that tag match, and this was more than just selling. And I just hope that it's nothing serious, but it could be a walking wounded situation with the Usos, which would be a catastrophe. Given the storyline of the bloodline, given how long they've been tag team
Inventory.
champions for,
Social.
they're supposed to go to SmackDown
Inventory.
next Friday, defend against the New Day. They're going to try to break the record as the
Inventory.
all-time longest reigning tag team champions in company history, and that could potentially be in jeopardy depending on how seriously they may or may not be hurt. And of course, one other story here from the show, and I have to show him some love. I have to give him a shout out because if you watch the show, it was all over the show. You could not miss it. You could not possibly miss it. Our boy Fawaz has been to a whole bunch of these Saudi shows. He's a big fan of the sound off. He lives over in Saudi Arabia, and he has shown love to this podcast so many times before. And tonight was no different. That sound off sign was all over the show tonight. And I can't tell you what it means to me to see that kind of representation for the podcast all the way around the world. Really in all different parts of the world, but in the Middle East or wherever it may be. So we got a lot of shots like this tonight. And Fawaz is the person who deserves all the credit for that. So shout out to him. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you for choosing me for your Crown Jewel coverage. This is your Crown Jewel 2022 review from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Hit the subscribe button if you are new here. Super chats are open. There is a brand new Seth Rollins $35 one. There's some donation amount special ones in the description if you want to take a look at what's down there. Drop a like to help the video out. The goal for tonight, if we could hit, I keep saying tonight, it's the middle of the day. Didn't have lunch. Hopefully, I'll be able to have dinner.
Inventory.
But the goal
News.
for this afternoon
Social.
is 600 likes. So if we can hit 600, we will do our Be the Booker segment,
Inventory.
special afternoon edition of Be the Booker a little bit later on. You can also become a channel member if you would like to, and you can now gift memberships to other people. So we're heading into the holiday season. If you're in a giving mood, you want to gift a membership to somebody else in the live chat, you can now do so. One interesting thing, I know a lot of people picked up on this, and I did too, because when the show went on the air, they have the opening signature. Hey, Kevin Coleman getting us started here. $20 super chat. Kevin's taking a long time. Thank you, Kevin. Usually doesn't get to watch live, he says, because of the time zone difference. All the way from Ireland. Kevin, thank you. I'm happy that you can join us here. In the signature to open the show earlier in the week, Sasha Banks and Naomi were not in there because they were taken out many months ago. And today, when this show went on the air, look who reappeared in the opening signature of the show was Sasha Banks and Naomi. So make of that what you will. I saw the video Sasha Banks put up the other day. She was teasing something big, something that she has been waiting, she said, 6 months for. Could be a tease for something much bigger than wrestling, but I'm sure that's going to get a lot of people talking coming out of this show here today, seeing the two of them back in the opening signature. Michael Cole and Wade Barrett were on the call for the pay-per-view, and the show opened in a very big way. It opened with Brock Lesnar, one-on-one with Bobby Lashley. You got to get Brock on early so Brock can get on out of there. Even PW Insider said that they put the match on first so that Brock could immediately leave, get on a plane, and go back home. Brock could very well be sitting in his lazy boy already. He could be sitting on his lazy boy with the remote in his hand. Brock was not waiting around. So we had the Solid Monster sign on camera before the first match even started. Again, Luana's very earpiece. So this is the match I was looking forward to. Maybe the match I was looking forward to the most here on this card. I wanted to see the match the first time at the Royal Rumble. I thought it was disappointing. This was better than the Royal Rumble match. It was nothing blow away by any means. But I was pretty happy until the finish. The finish They were going for something I felt like it didn't exactly come off the way that maybe they had hoped. But Lashley went after Lesnar on the floor even before the bell. He shoved Lesnar knees first into the ring steps. Lesnar took a bump over the steps. And immediately, Lesnar, he comes up lame on the left knee, and he's selling a knee injury. Here comes Lashley in for the spear. He takes down Brock. They end up back in the ring for the first time. And Lashley gives him a second spear. Brock rolls out to the floor. Lashley follows him outside. And Lashley spears him through the barricade by the timekeeper's area, which is such an overdone spot. Yeah, and with Brock in particular, how many times have we seen that spot with Brock alone? Spear through the barricade. It's not just Brock. I just think it's one of those overdone spots that needs to be for 6 months or a year before they bring it back. After the ring, Lashley hit another spear. He went pinned, and Brock kicked out. So now he's setting up for the hurt lock. He tries for it, but he's not able to get it. Brock slips out, hits the first German suplex of the match. Then another. One thing that became very clear to me watching him take these German suplexes is that Bobby Lashley has not learned anything new since the Royal Rumble. He still takes the German suplexes on his shoulder, which is just asking for trouble. So he took a few of those. Lashley, though, ends up being scooped up.
Control point nearby.
Hits the F5, goes for the pin. Bobby kicks out at 2. Lashley clotheslines Lesnar out over the top rope. And he follows him out to the floor. Hey, look who it is. It's your boy, Hobo. It's your boy, Hobo. I'm saving the yes. But boy, Hobo was only the final. And I'll be reading all your super chats. Send one in.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
get him down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down.
Lashley went outside, and he got Brock off his shoulders in a fine position. Instead of getting a pop, he ran the side of Lesnar's head into the ring post. So back inside, Lashley hits another spear, which is number 5. I think that's spear number 5. I believe. But he hit the spear. Brock scooped him up out of the air. It was time Lesnar. So Lashley was getting a lot of boosts here, which was surprising. Brock was, I don't know, putting on the same level as Hogan. Was always just treated like but Toronto, they always love coach. Whatever the person wants to, it's always over. It was always over the Sunday ring. They just liked Brock so much that whoever he was going to be in the ring with, they were going to move him. They were moving Bobby Lashley here. You would think he came into this match as the new. So again, he was setting up for the hurt lock. Maybe, to be honest with you, it was the actual structure of Bobby going after the outside was open way where Lashley was coming up. Instead of the hurt lock, you're struggling to break the grip. Brett was rather reckless. He was starting to fade, and Bobby got down on the referee came in to put the arm on the arm. They dropped twice, the arm pullback which they would be more consistent. WWE used to always spot and then in recent years, I feel like, as the debate got bigger and everything, it just became, to make it more realistic. And somebody looks like they passed out in a chokehold. You're not going to go 1, 2, 3. You're going to fucking. They did the spot where the referee lifted the arm and fell once and he called for the foul. So all I'm asking for is you to do that spot. to speed, which will kick his feet off the turnbuckle. That sent the momentum of both men backwards. And Brock fell backwards on top of Bobby, and he pinned Bobby Lashley to pull back the stood off the old Bret Hart finish with this thing. Came on. Why they did it? It's just been a long very so it's a good way to protect Lashley. Or Lashley does not even have fun to get in much he lost, but he got it. The other thing he does now, and I said this last night, I think we're going to get to the because we need Bobby. We get it. Bobby only beat him once before. Brock has to win match that was up there recently. Back together again. Big deal. Bobby won the world before. And it was hurt fighting him. But again, Bobby was completely dominant here. It was ass kicked by Bobby Lashley. So even on commentary, they're pushing the commentators to push the narrative. It's all Bobby Lashley. No mistake, very match. And that's what cost him in the end. Lashley was not happy. He reapplied the hurt lock. Holding his head around. He stole the shit out of his knee. Especially since he came back 10 years ago. Styles is very different than somebody like
System disrupted.
He's very good at stuff. Styles, he'll bump around for you like that. So he's just telling his ass off to his expansion. Now we can run this thing back on
System malfunctioning. System back online.
I'm sure they already have all this. I don't see it out in the moment. Look to WrestleMania next year. Who else would face Bobby Lashley? I don't have an obvious opponent. Brock Lesnar, I don't have an obvious opponent. So together, I think we're going to get the third match of WrestleMania. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than I did with Rumble match. I still feel like there's a better match. I'm hoping the third match is the best match. The WWE Black Sabbath's also confirmed that it's teams of 5 against each other. They said so if there's any wonder about whether it's 4 yeah, I think they would work the exact same way they worked in NXT. But it's going to be fun for King's matches. Asuka and Alexa Bliss winning the World Women's Tag Team titles against the just the bag, 100 seconds, doing an interview with Asuka. And he asked them how prepared do you feel? You are people that 5 days. And Alexa started talking and she said, look, we've been preparing for this for months.
Serious trauma detected.
It's in the middle of the interview. And they showed Bray Wyatt off and then they took it down. She was momentarily a bit of a trance, and then she kind of took it off and she continued. So for anybody wondering if Alexa Bray Wyatt is done with Alexa Bliss, I feel like this was just
Inventory.
to let you know
Inventory.
there is going to be something going on here. We're going to have some kind of callback to their past history together. Otherwise, why would they do that at the exact moment that Alexa was in this? And that was the only moment like that we had on the entire show. Very dramatic with nothing. Very nice technically with nothing. I'm sure that this was not the they made their way out of the ring. Michael Cole did acknowledge and Io getting in the ring together for the first time here in this match. And people in Saudi Arabia like seeing the two of them together. We got another triple tandem strike with some commentary. Actually, they used to be it 10 years ago. And it was constant Io. Remember Io's the assistant. Getting Bliss hit an assisted jawbreaker on the line. They hit a springboard drop kick on Scott. They had been sitting on the top rope. So, gets drop kick. She falls back and she's in a tree of woe position. And go to drop kick Asuka to the floor. She starts stumbling on her knee. Go to work on the knee for a while. Hand down to Io. Asuka escaped. She made the hot tag. Let's win this. Here for a little bit. Alexa nailed Dakota with a tornado DDT, followed that with a cobra to Io Sky for a near fall. Bliss went up top. She was setting up for Twisted Bliss. Io climbed up from the apron, momentary distraction. And Dakota made their way over, and Asuka, they did a Tower of Doom spot with Alexa. Alexa got the worst. Bliss went for Twisted Bliss, but Io, actually, this was the Twisted. She went on top of the screen. Twisted Bliss will have Io straps that lets her go to getting the knees up when Alexa does come off the top rope, bury the knees.
Oh, I love it.
Io tried for a springboard moonsault to the floor. Asuka moved and Io landed on her feet. As they were fighting, this distracted the referee, who was paying attention to what they were doing outside. Alexa Bliss is back up on top, and she's once again going to try here to go with Twisted Bliss. The referee is distracted and shows up. And Nikki Cross ends up giving Alexa a whiplash off the club, makes her up, and then quickly scurries out the referee can see. Cody Kai crawls over, covers Alexa, and gets a pin to regain women's tag team titles for damage. So they did the title change on Monday night just so that they could do the title change. So that's the only reason we got a title change on Monday. Change that completely necessary. That's why I would say this was the best of the women's tag team title matches that we have seen in the last 6 months. And this was better than that. Not a bad match. This was better than that. This was as good as I've seen the after the full match. Yeah. Energy from the crowd. Giving this an awesome chance to watch the game. The crowd was definitely paying attention to what they were doing. And the next thing was, to give her a really good. Because I've seen it, that's definitely last. That was really a lot of fantastic. She got it on the edge. Chris would look good. And so now, let's let some damage. Now that we have a full out plan, we're heading into 4 games at Survivor Series, and I presume it sets up damage control to play a very big part in the War Games match. Although there was something very surprising that happened later on in the show. We'll get to when we talk about the Raw Women's title match. Byron Saxton was in the parking lot, and he pulled on up to Logan Paul, and he got out of the car. He arrived with his entourage. And he has photos of belt. It looks honestly the belt that he has.
Hostile control point identified.
What I figured the new NXT Championship would have looked like during the 2.0, when they still had pink watches. This belt would have fitted perfectly with that first one. I don't know what kind of belt this was. I don't know where he got it from. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. And Logan said that all it takes is one line. That's the whole story. One hockey punches all it takes. And he can become the new champion.
Hey there, it's Ryan Seacrest from Safeway. Spring is here, which means it's time to do some spring cleaning because a clean home is a happy home. Now, to Rush 25th Shop in store or online and get great savings on all your spring cleaning essentials like Windex, glass cleaner, Lysol, disinfectant spray, scrubbing,